calm before the storm in the stands at the Monumental. It's been a very cold day in Buenos Aires. Final revisions, looking at a few players before going into a handful of friendlies, before going into the big one, the World Cup. Herman Petzela was there, Lionel Messi perhaps the exception. And here he is, the main man for this evening. Always the main man, really, as far as Argentina are concerned, but even more so tonight. All smiles now for Lionel Messi. May see a few tears later on. May see a few tears in the stands as well. Children, and now we're ready to go. Messi leads out Argentina at the Monumental. A roar from the crowd. An emotional national anthem ahead of kickoff here. But we are underway here at the Monumental. It's Argentina against Venezuela. Penultimate match day of World Cup qualification. An early chance perhaps for Venezuela. They're inside the area after a long boot upfield, a bit of a scramble, and finally the ball is into the hands of Dibu Martinez. Very, very nearly fell for Jefferson Savarino. Here's the ball, over halfway, as Messi drops deep to receive the ball from him. A roar goes up as Messi gets the touch on the ball. Almada between two, finds the ball, moves it on again. Messi roaming, drops it off for Mastantuono. Don't want to remind Argentina supporters too much of what's to come after the World Cup, whatever that tournament may bring. But the painful process of life after a certain number 10. Back in Argentina on a full-time basis now, Leandro Paredes, having signed for his boyhood club Boca Juniors in the transfer window. Messi. Mastantuono turns. Here he comes. Lays the ball off for Almada. Pulls the ball back to Julian Alvarez, and it's a fantastic save from Romo. Beautifully worked from Argentina after only 3 minutes. Messi, Mastantuono, that touch exquisite from the youngster, and it's great build-up play between the two. Now Atletico Madrid teammates Almada and Alvarez. This is the best moment of the game so far, the chance for Julian Alvarez. The only time that Argentina, with that quick, sharp passing, have been able to cut open the visitors. Almada takes the corner, short to Messi, receives it back, goes back to Mastantuono, the first time cross, hung up, Otamendi heads it down, the ball's in the back of the net, the flag has gone up. Got up quickly, and absolutely an easy call for the official on the far side, Romero and Alvarez, the two that had stayed off. Messi holds off a challenge, tries to feed a ball forward towards Almada. De Paul quickly in on that loose ball, wins it back for Argentina, and here's Tagliafico. Excellent from Tagliafico. Here's Alvarez, De Paul. Everyone getting plenty of touches for Argentina as Venezuela chase shadows. Very fluid Argentina when you look at them positionally, and you see where players are popping up to get those touches. Not just Messi who has that freedom to roam. De Paul, first time looking for Messi again. This will be headed away by Aramburu. think no, they're not going to see a huge amount of the ball. They're going to have to defend well and break forward when they can, most likely as well, trying to use set pieces as best they can as well. Because these opening 7 or so minutes certainly appear to be setting a tone. It's a mistake in a first touch there from Molina. Ball down the left, asking a lot of Salomon Rondon, and in fact going straight out of play. Quick layoff into the feet of Messi, who's tackled, but the ball cannons into the path of Tagliafico. De Paul, once again, assessing his options and laying it off for Almada. Everyone bar Rondon behind the ball for Venezuela. Real Madrid and already thriving. Been thrust into the River Plate first team at 16 years of age and becoming the youngest goal scorer. Just seems to take to these next steps like a duck to water as he brings that one down superbly. De Paul, another one of those cross-field switches to Tagliafico. Even for the great man, well out of reach, but he will fire this one inside the penalty area, headed down off Otamendi and behind for a goal kick. Something which I think both men will probably quite enjoy. Messi surrounded, manages to find a pass out to Almada. Paul making the run forward, uses Tagliafico down the left. Messi again, quick interchange. Messi on the edge, no free kick, he's got back to his feet. Messi still going inside the area, finally halted, but it's back with the number 10. Tagliafico onto it, and a low shot saved by Romo. Not the prettiest in the build-up. This was the shot for Tagliafico. Messi on the deck, managing to still find a way forward before the ball did ricochet into the path of Tagliafico. It's a wayward pass from Rincon. Argentina onto it in a flash. Julian Alvarez. Alvarez still coming. Lays it off for Messi. Messi with the shot. Saved by Romo. Palmed away and cleared away by Navarro. Romo already having to make 3 important saves tonight. And the first one to deny Argentina's captain comes from that giveaway by Rincon. Argentina haven't had the opportunity to run at the Venezuela back line with a great deal of space this evening. That was one of the rare opportunities and a rare chance to find Messi in a pocket of space just outside the 18-yard box where we know he can be so deadly. He's offside there. For Argentina. That puts him only behind Di Maria, Zanetti, Mascherano and Messi in terms of appearances for the national team, so not bad company to be in. I don't think many would have expected Nicolas Otamendi to still be a key part of Argentina's national side at this stage of his career. A few years ago, I think many probably would have thought it was a pretty bad sign if Otamendi was still a starter for Argentina, and yet few can begrudge him his place. Julian Alvarez struggling for involvement as well in that number 9 role. Mastantuono steps inside a couple of challenges, is brought down by the second, and it's quickly taken. Becho outmuscles Messi. Here is Eduard Becho, and he goes down under a heavy challenge from Paredes. Paredes. Needs Tagliafico making that run down the left. Opts not to use him, decides to come inside instead. Find Messi. Very closely watched again. And Venezuela do their job, force Argentina back. Almada. Good turn from Almada, gets away from Bejo just for a moment. Enough to bring in Lionel Messi. It's a slip in midfield, Paredes onto it. Paredes with the outside of the boot, wonderfully weighted. Alvarez is there, chance for Argentina. Laid back for Messi, 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 Messi! Lionel Messi finds the net, and Argentina lead. It had to be him. One final time in front of his people here at the Monumental. Inevitably and exquisitely, Lionel Andres Messi. No offside as Alvarez unselfishly lays it on, but look at the finish from Messi. In the cathedral of Argentine football, the Monumental rises, not only in celebration, but in worship. And the boy from Rosario, now the giant of his generation, perhaps of all time, leaves his mark once again. A parting gift of sorts. Perhaps a final goal in front of these supporters. One final flourish. Messi has delivered. Here he is again, exchanging passes in the midfield and finding Paredes. Paredes. This time does use Tagliafico. The Leon fullback opts not to cross, instead uses Almada, who brings Paredes back into play. Alvarez on the edge of the 18-yard box. Almada twisting one way, then the other. Almada with the shot, dipping, curling, and just wide of the post. And Venezuela know that things will rightly come down to the final game as far as they're concerned. The good news being that Bolivia are losing 1-0 this evening, so Venezuela will go into that final game 1 point ahead of Bolivia as things stand. And at home against Colombia, we'll know that a win would be enough to individual brilliance from Paredes and Alvarez that make all the difference. No free kick, no contact, right in front of the referee, and Argentina can break. Alvarez into stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Alvarez back to Paredes. Mastantuono and Messi on each other's feet as that ball is finally released onto the edge of the area. Messi, Almada onto his right foot. Almada shoots. Romo saves. Important saves tonight. Alvarez quickly on for Messi. Messi back to Alvarez. Alvarez forced away from goal. Still danger, however. Alvarez was trying to bring in Mastantuono. De Paul in turn was trying to find Messi, but it's cleared away by Federesi. Messi looking to repay the favour there for Julian Alvarez. And the half-time whistle blows here at the Monumental. Argentina go into the break in front against Venezuela, thanks to a goal scored by Lionel Messi. Alvarez, the provider. Messi, the finisher. The most deft of touches over Romo. And the scrambling defence. Paredes and Alvarez playing their part in yet another goal for Messi in those Argentina colours. How many more will he score before he hangs up those boots remains to be seen. This one may be the final one competitively on home soil. And all those inside the Monumental will say they were there the night Messi scored that goal. Molina brings that ball down well on his chest. Mastantuono making the run in behind. It's just about cut out by Navarro, but given away cheaply. Alvarez onto it. Molina, Mastantuono. Ball out wide for Almada. Tagliafico makes the arching run round him, but Paredes finds the pass into the box. Molina pulls it across the 6-yard area. No one there. Holding on and holding Argentina as best they can. Messi. The trademark dip onto his left, still going. Mastantuono was trying to get the ball back to Messi, but it's back with the 18-year-old, crowded out on the edge of the 18-yard box. Drop of the shoulder from Messi, buys him some space. A weighted pass out wide for Tagliafico. Almada back to Messi. Alvarez plays the 1-2 with Messi. Alvarez hits the feet of Almada, who's forced away with Messi. Messi to Mastantuono. Mastantuono dips onto his left, bends the shot. Not too far away, but it will be a goal kick. Always the intention. And for anyone who's watched this young man's career and his time with River Plate's first team will know that he's more than capable of finding the back of the net for that kind of position. Wonderful left foot. Messi driving forward, using De Paul with the cross. Can't find neither Alvarez nor Almada, the two that were inside the penalty box, to find a way out. And arguably without Salomon Rondon and the characteristics that he has, may find it even more difficult for the ball to stick. Messi with a chance for his second. Messi saved by Romo. Another chance perhaps for Messi. Still going Messi. Finally crowded out and Venezuela can clear. Well, just a one so far this evening for Messi. You only have to go back to last October when he scored a hat-trick here in a 6-0 win against Bolivia. Here he is laying one on for Almada. Messi! That looked like a handball. Play goes on for now. Mastantuono pulls it back. Doesn't find Messi. Well, we'll see what VAR has to say about this. De Paul in the ear of the referee as play does go on. De Paul scoops the ball forward for Mastantuono. That will go behind for a goal kick now. Arguably they will look at that block. Bejo eased off the ball by 2. And Argentina can get on their bike again. Messi, it's an exquisite pass and a chance for Nico Gonzalez off the bench, saved again by Romo. What a pass from Lionel Messi to release the substitute. He may not dictate games in quite the same manner now, Lionel Messi, but the magic is still very evident in those boots when he does receive it into her feet, when you give him space. De Paul, Messi on the move inside the box. De Paul instead plays it easy. Almado's come across onto this right-hand side with Nico Gonzalez now on the left. Feeds it in for Messi. Messi goes onto his right foot, pulls it into the 6-yard box. Almado's there and screws the shot wide. Great chance for number 2. Messi, the architect. Almada rushed into a finish. Can't find the net. Sliced wide to the left foot of Thiago Almada. In possession would hope that Soteldo and Bejol would be able to get forward and support Martinez as a front 3, but getting forward has been the problem for Venezuela throughout. De Paul with a switch onto the far side with Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez. Back to De Paul, the first time pass into Messi, brought down on the chest. Messi still Messi, crowded out again inside that 18-yard box and cleared away by Aramburu. Messi, another one of those long passes into the path of a runner. This time it's Nico Gonzalez, gets his feet in a bit of a muddle, loses out to Aramburu. But Martinez does well to spin his marker illegally, according to Piero Massa. He just looked to use his body to roll the defender. May have a point, he does use his body backing into Otamendi. Chance here for Argentina. Lautaro Martinez with a first touch from the bench, doubles the lead. The substitutes combine. Nico Gonzalez with the cross, Lautaro Martinez with the header. All comes from a quickly taken free kick from Messi, who releases Nico Gonzalez, and in an instant Argentina are leading by 2-0. Lautaro with the layoff. It's quickly worked into the space, and Argentina go through the gears to find Gonzalez down the left, and he too having the kind of impact from the bench that Scaloni will love to see. Messi spins, still Messi, brings in Nico Gonzalez, who looked for that return pass. Cut out, it will be a corner. Corner's taken short. Almada brings De Paul in again. A corner routine that sees Argentina go all the way back to halfway with seemingly no real idea. Would rather Venezuela step out, it would seem, rather than put the ball forward. De Paul. Messi, 2 on him immediately, he still finds a way out to go back to De Paul. Palacios in that right channel goes back with De Paul. He finally does clip it across field and finds Almada. Palacios getting plenty of touches from that midfield position. Another former River graduate, departed the Monumental all those years ago. During Marcelo Gallardo's initial spell in charge of the Missionarios, it's a defence-splitting pass. Almada's behind, pulls it back. Messi's there again. It's a second for Messi, and Argentina are 3-0 up. He's done it again. Of course, he has. Who else would it be? Who else writes the scripts like the ones that Messi does? Still the master, still the magician. Almada's given the freedom of the Monumental pitch to make that run into the channel. And just like Julian Alvarez was in the first half, unselfishly has the head up. It's a pinpoint pullback. And Lionel Messi is not going to miss from there. Side-footed. Since coming from the bench, another hugely talented young player, 20 years of age, in Italy with Como, but seemingly destined to return to the Bernabeu to potentially form a future partnership with Franco Mastantuono in Madrid. Slightly overhit that one. Simeone does well to keep it in. Messi. Another beautiful pass forward. Simeone's there. Back to Paz, who missteps. Head up already looking for the pass and forgot about the first touch. Paz takes it nicely in his stride, uses Messi. Quickly exchanges a couple of passes with Ezequiel Palacios. Simeone, who's come on in that right back position. There's a ball over the top. Messi's there, over the goalkeeper. Messi, he's got his hat-trick, and he's denied by an offside flag. Well, the official on the near side, playing the role of party pooper. With just a minute or two remaining, it is a yard or so offside. It's a lovely pass over the top and a delightful finish from Messi. But it won't count. It will remain 3, it will remain 2 for Messi. Only that whistle is missing from this one now at this stage. There it is. Piero Massa calls time on proceedings. Argentina 3-0 winners here against Venezuela. A result that in the context of South American qualifying means very little. In the context of this man's incredible career, it may mean a lot more. Lionel Messi scoring twice in what may be his farewell, certainly competitively in Argentina. Fireworks go off above the Monumental here in Buenos Aires, as all those in attendance, the 80,000+ watching on. And maybe for the final time, witnessing greatness.